network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stylez and Rosenberg.
I could play audio of this lady who was on stage talking about how the Supreme Court decision was a victory for white life. I could play that. I could play audio of Jane Elliott, which we played years ago, about this book called The Birth Dearth. About how, white people for the longest time, politicians in America specifically, have been concerned about the numbers of white children being born and how they were going to solve it. We could play audio of conversations that we've had on this show to let you know that these decisions, like what happened with the Supreme Court, whether you believe it or not, are based on race. I could do all of that, but it would just be easier for me to hit this button.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And if you still don't get it, and you don't get that this Supreme Court decision is 1,000% tied to trying to figure out how to have more white babies born because white people are fearful that they're going to be and let me not say all white people. Let me just say the ones who clearly support these decisions are afraid they're going to be replaced by black folks or darker complected people or whatever exactly you're afraid of. I got a button for you.
Congratulations.
Wait.
You played yourself.
Well, then give me the button, because I do not think it's 1,000% connected to that. No.
It is.
It's layered.
It's no,
layered.
dude. You can't ignore the religious right who are also just against
it. They think that they are 100%, 1,000% doing this because they just care about a fetus. And they think that they're protecting life. They have been duped into believing that. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But the people who have started this conversation,
the political mastermind,
the puppet master behind it all, got these people duped because they're not that intelligent. 60% of aborted babies are white children. They are trying to have more white children born. And they already know the black and brown babies that are born oftentimes in poverty are going to end up in jail. Or they're going to be going at each other, killing each other. That's their plan. And they'll get these 60% of babies that they're trying to get. They'll get them born. They'll get them placed in households. They'll get them indoctrinated. The black babies and the brown babies don't even get adopted like that, y'all. They end up in foster care.
Oh, my God, Ebro, there's so many layers to this, and I'm very passionate, obviously, because I am a woman, and it's a woman. I am a woman who's had an abortion before. It was my choice, because at the time, that's what I needed to do. Every person that's listening right now knows somebody who had an abortion or is too scared to tell you that they had an abortion. Okay? And there's so many layers to it because there's stories of women who have been pregnant, who've lost children in the womb. Okay? Mm-hmm. And part of the process of cleaning out the womb is an abortion when your body can't get it out. These women will die. Mm-hmm.
Now,
hold on. There's so many reasons why women get abortions, but the number one reason is none of your business. It is nobody's business why women get abortions. It is a personal choice that is traumatic. And I'll give the button to anybody in all these religious cycles who fall into this propaganda and all these lies that women just use it as birth control. It is not something that is fun. It is traumatic. And the fact that these psychopaths are claiming that this is to protect babies, yet they're not even allowing cases of incest, cases of rape, none of it. Everything's a go, right? It is disgusting in so many levels. There are doctors that reached out to me when I was posting on the weekend that I know that are friends of the show that are like, there's been many cases where women have to make the traumatic decision when they're diagnosed with cancer, whether or not to get an abortion or they can't get treated. The abortion conversation is so layered and it's so complex, and what they are doing, taking away a person's right to choose, is insanity. And I get so angry because I look at all the Ebro. It's just different conversations, and I know we talk about the religious right, and it's not just white folks. It's everywhere. I see it everywhere. Because you gain nothing by taking away a woman's right to choose what to do with her body.
White women who have money, black women who have money, brown women who have money, they'll be able to fly to the places that they need to fly to.
Absolutely. They will find a way.
Poor people, and you know the poverty rate in the black and brown community, they won't be able to travel. And you know the poverty rate when you look at some of these red states. These are big poverty states, even for white people down there. They're not going to be able to travel either. Most of the Northeast where we live at, states have protections in place for this. This is Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida. They're going to try to do it in Georgia. Because the Supreme Court decision that just passed is really about leaving it up to the states to decide, and there won't be any federal protections. And shout to I don't know if you guys saw Chase Bank saying that they'll fly their employees wherever they need to fly them. I know New York State has policy in place to try to help women who reach out from different states to come here if they need support and help.
I believe California did the same thing.
California also.
Very important to know, it's on the ballot in Pennsylvania this fall.
Make sure you get out there and vote.
Important, guys. This is so important.
Oh, yeah, and the button for everybody that thought Hillary and Trump was the same. It's all the same, y'all, right?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
It's all the same.
Elections have consequences.
It's all the
and
same.
sometimes they don't, and sometimes those consequences aren't in that exact moment.
Yes.
This is now. What happened the other day was the biggest moment for Trump's legacy. Period. Just happened now.
Oh, Donald Trump Jr. was rejoicing. I don't know if you saw. He was rejoicing, saying that this was his dad's legacy.
He's not wrong. It is in the fact that it is his legacy. This is what he wanted to do.
And y'all know that they told us that this was their plan.
Yep.
It wasn't like this wasn't discussed. Matter of fact, Supreme Court justices that he put forward were asked specifically about this and lied about it.
Yep. Absolutely.
And people believe them.
And people
even though this has been the agenda.
Wake up. And I say people because this is not only a women's issue, it's a man's issue also. They are coming for contraception next. Your right to contraception. And it just keeps on going. Same-sex marriage, it's going to continue.
Yeah, man. It's not fun. And y'all think, and too many people think it's a game until it affects them. And then and by that point, it's already too late. Now, Congress could make this a federal law. Like, there's still a battle to be fought. And it's very important that when you go out and vote in this midterms coming up, that you actually tune in to what's going on. You hear it. We talk about it all the time. We see your tweets telling us what clowns. It's all the same. The whole system's rigged. We don't do this and this don't happen, and now we here. And if you don't do nothing about it, but you still complaining, like I always say, you get this button.
Congratulations. You played yourself.